Rated M for mature.
Want to survive undead Armageddon with your spleen intact? Whether it's overly relying on medkits or trying to lone wolf the zombified end of days, here are 7 rookie mistakes to avoid in Zombie Army 4: Dead War. It turns out that surviving an undead apocalypse can be kinda tough. Who knew? In Zombie Army 4: Dead War, legions of Hitler's ghoulish hordes eye up your sharpshooter's frontal lobe like it's a sumptuous steak dinner. With such peckish coffin dodgers after Carl Fairburn and co.'s delicious brains, avoiding silly mistakes is a must. But follow our advice and you'll be stomping all kinds of decomposing flesh in no time. Here are 7 rookie errors you should avoid making in Zombie Army 4. Play even a few seconds of Dead War and you'll quickly realise the game's war-torn environments are absolutely littered with traps, all of which want to tear undead flesh to pieces. While unloading round after round into all these rotting hides is super satisfying, why not save a few bullets and let Dead War's fiendish contraptions do your zombie annihilating job? Every level in the campaign has an abundance of devices that are all too happy to shish kebab Hitler's shuffling cronies. Be it giant fans purpose-built to suck in and shred freedom-hating ghouls, or electric traps that love to barbecue your brainless foes to bits. Zombie Army 4's array of traps are always good for an extremely gory giggle. Don't feel bad for your undead enemies. We're certain most of them always dreamed of being turned into Nazi mulch. Probably. Sniping zombies right in their festering kissers is an absolute delight. But if you're killing enemies exclusively with guns, you're missing an ultra-punchy trick. If you find yourself running low on ammo or just need to create a little breathing room without dipping into the final chamber of your trustworthy rifle, indulge in a little melee murder. Alright, a lot of melee murder. Not only can you shoulder charge zombies like an old-timey homicidal scrum half, you can knee slide right through their corpses. This isn't just handy for laying out fallen enemies once and for all, you can even collect ammo and health from their carcasses, just as your shins are turning their cadavers into zombified mince. Really want to put on a show? Assign the Electric Fist special melee attack and watch those slaughtering sparks fly as your marksman knuckle dusters those Shaun of the Dead extras into oblivion. Fry, my pretties. Fry. Unless you have spelling issues, there really is no I in team, especially when you're evading Hitler's minions. Like everything joyful in life, Zombie Army 4 just happens to be that little bit sweeter experienced with others. Whether tackling campaign missions or surviving waves of increasingly motivated zombies in horde mode, banding together with a posse of online chums is the way to go. With 3 other players backing your zombie basher up, Undead Doomsday doesn't look quite as nerve-shredding. Not only are 4 expertly focused carbine repeaters better than 1, having fellow players by your side to revive you can be all the difference between life and the daisy-pushing alternative. Taking on Dead War's slavering legions with friends or helpful online randoms also lets you see other players' habits, both good and bad. And there's no learning experience quite like smashing undead craniums together. After all, the team that stays together, slays together. You might have single-handedly ended a trio of undead Armageddons in Zombie Army Trilogy, but that doesn't mean you're invincible. While your garden variety Nazi zombies can be put down with relatively little fuss, providing your zoomed-in aim is true, their mid-tier brain-biting generals can be a whole different ballgame. Often appearing at the absolutely worst time possible, granite-tough enforcers like this guy, constantly resurrecting commanders, and the arson-loving flamer can put you down in a heartbeat if you don't keep your wits about you. Just minus the pulse. If you want to survive assaults from these fearless terrors, the best thing you can do is swallow your pride, seek cover, duck, then stay out of harm's way. Take your time, don't go overly gung-ho, and diligent potshots from behind cover will soon see these brutes take that long dirt nap. Now stay dead, you horribly burny blighter. Medkits are pretty rare in Zombie Army 4. So, when your undead ass-kicker is running low on HP, you often have to find alternative methods of fixing that near-fatal boo-boo. Enter takedowns. These flashy, supremely violent finishers are absolutely your best friend when your health bar's almost drained and there's no medicine in sight. Pull off a certain amount of kills and you'll soon be rewarded with a brutal melee move that usually unfolds in extra stabby style. Not only do these brutal finishing manoeuvres look carbonite cool, they sport the added bonus of granting you crucial goblets of life-saving HP. So the next time you find yourself without a medkit, don't panic. Keep your head, pull off a few kills, then stab, stab, stab. That's totally how doctors go about the healing process, right? Zombies certainly are the peskily persistent sort. No matter how many times you shoot this lot in the colon, they just keep coming back for more. And there is your big mistake. Stop aiming for the stomach. Just like the oh-so-beautiful Thor should have done in Avengers Endgame while trying to put a certain extremely mean purple man out of his finger-snapping misery, you really should aim for the head in Zombie Army 4. Pulling off consistent body shots will buy you time in a pinch, but if you don't remove a zombie's cranium from its shoulders, it can, and often will, reanimate. So, to save yourself bullets and a whole lot of stress, always go for the skull. Use your head by removing theirs. There are a ton of perks in Zombie Army 4. Some make your grenades more deadly. Others turn the game into a slow-mo, matrix-aping shotgun gallery. All of them are useful, but there's one skill you should prioritise above all others. Dead War's second chance truly is man's best friend. Sorry, Zombie Fido. With this perk in your arsenal, death doesn't mean the end. If you're playing the campaign on your lonesome, it can be such a lifesaver, you'll want to take said perk out to a romantic little French bistro and show Second Chance the time of its resurrecting life. Yes, it initially only works once per spawn, but if you fall, this perk grants you a second life, providing you kill a couple of zombies before your downed body goes completely prone. It's the perk to equip when the undead end seems nigh. And if you want some others, hit the link on screen now and you can see our choice of the very best perks to keep on top of the apocalypse. That's that for our list of 7 rookie mistakes to avoid making in Zombie Army 4. What are your personal errors to dodge to ensure survival during the undead end times? Leave us your own tips on how to end Hitler's shuffling lackeys once and for all in the comments below, and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And for more like this, hit that lovely subscribe button. It won't bite.